at that time, I wouldn't say that David was that conspicuous among the players, although it was very shortly afterwards that Alex indicated to me that he felt that they had somebody fairly special.
The first time I saw him, I think, was as part of that golden generation, really, which I think many of us have compared to the Busby Babes. It's Sir Alex Ferguson's answer to the Busby Babes, if you like, that great 1992-93 FA Youth Cup winning side. And Beckham wasn't the first of those players to break through. I think Ryan Giggs was, but he was pretty close behind.
If you think about this, and this gives you an idea how good they were, I think they only lost one Lancashire league game that year, A-League, and they're all under 18. They're winning games 6 and 7-0. They beat Liverpool, I think, 6-0 with Alan Hansen in the team one day. You know, it was absolutely unbelievable.
Thousands of people used to turn up on the Cliff training ground just to watch, you know, the youth team, and that was sort of the first taster of big crowds that were coming down to watch us. You know, some of the football we played, even when I look back at it now, no one could sort of get near us.
And young David Beckham coming on. Young midfield player as Kanchelskis goes off.
He was used carefully by Alex, and he's tried to do that with all the young United players, and he gave David his chances in small doses.
I think it was playing in the Champions League against Galatasaray. Didn't do much for the first 5 minutes, and then we had a free kick. Man U got a free kick. And I always remember the commentator going, now this young man, David Beckham, he really can hit free kicks. He's a bit of a free kick specialist. He really can curl them. So let's see what he's got.
Now Beckham is a useful free kick exponent. And here's one of them. Driven well, but just wide of the goal.
And they showed it from the angle, from facing the goal, and he hit it, and I just remember seeing this ball go like that. And the commentator's word, I distinctly remember him going, oh my word, and he really can curl them, can't he? And I remember thinking, yeah, he can.
That's a very, very good one. That's not so far wide, is it? That's got a lot of, it's got some dip and swerve on that one.
Cantona charging, Bulent getting himself into trouble. Beckham! It's a goal! 2-0! First Davis the youngster, second Beckham the youngster.
A few of my mates in London turn around to me and say I'm lucky and that. I know I'm lucky, but you know, you have to give up a lot of things, and like, I was prepared to do that, to get what I want, and hopefully I do get what I want.
He looked from the outset like a potential member of a boy band. You know, he was obviously more than just a footballer. I don't think any of us expected him to make this kind of great crossover from football into pop and fashion and culture the way he has. But even at the outset, you could see this was a very good-looking young man with a talent and a sense of where the limelight was, really.
The next step forward would be away from that limelight. The young East Ender was sent on loan to North End.
I think it was maybe a little bit cheeky, but I phoned Alex and said whether we could have him on loan. They probably value him about 3 million, but I think we'll get him down to about 2.5.
At the time, you know, I wasn't sort of happy with it because I just thought that they were sort of pushing me out. But, you know, the manager got me in his office and he explained why I was going on loan. And you know, it done me the world of good. It's sort of made me mature a little bit.
Linesman! When I was at Preston, I was trying to score. I always concentrate on just whipping it as fast as I can, just into the area where all our players are. All our players are going to arrive, hopefully.
There's Bruce, off the line and in. Andy Cole's got his arm up.
Andy Cole's arrival from Newcastle had seen with it the departure of Keith Gillespie. And with Andrei Kanchelskis now off the books as well, the start of the 95-96 season gave Beckham a real chance to establish himself on the right-hand side of United's midfield.
It's funny football that way, you know, where one area of the team worries you, then something like that, turn of fortune, engineers itself into a situation where I started to play David as a wide right player.
Oh, at last! Beckham. Nicky Butt. It just won't break for them. It might now. Here's Cole. Can he turn? Sharp. Oh, beautiful
Beckham! Beckham's cross, and the opening score. Lee Sharp, well seized by Beckham, Giggs to the right.
Great ball from Beckham. Giggs takes that beautifully on his chest. Now into his stride, teases Phillips, puts in a good cross, great save, and it's a goal! Now Beckham. Beckham looking and finding Giggs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful! That was a class goal. Beckham, Giggs and Scholes. The kids are united.
Cantona through to Butt. For the chance for Beckham. 3-0 Manchester United lead. Oh, Cole seemed to take it away from Scholes. This is Beckham. Great goal. Super goal by David Beckham. Beckham. Oh! And it's in, I think, finally by Perry. Keane will claim it. Beckham in behind Kimball. And Cantona. Beckham. Cantona. Class from a mature Frenchman and a young Englishman. There's so much room for Giggs. He's got 3 in red to his left. Giggs does it his own way. It's touched in by Beckham. But Giggs, glorious.
Oh, look at this. David Beckham for Manchester United. Clean through, and they're in front.
I've run forward and I've just hit it, and, you know, like, feeling's unbelievable, really. You can't explain a feeling like that. It's something, you know, I've never had before.
Walking on air?
Yeah, definitely. Better.
I was going to say better than sex.
The arm raised for an indirect free kick. Well, that didn't stop Crossley putting up his arms to save it. Cantona. Oh, it's headed in by Beckham. Well, Manchester United have got a second goal here. And don't forget, we might be talking about goal difference come the final day of reckoning. Cantona. He's seen a route for that pass. It couldn't have been easy for Irwin. Scholes lets it run brilliantly for Beckham. Under Crossley. Another one for David Beckham. Extra time looming large. But Manchester United have a corner. Gary Pallister calling for it. James can only fist it. It comes for Cantona! I don't believe it! You just couldn't write this script.
What's a nice London lad like you do with the people like this? I don't know. No, I've moved up here, like, and they're unbelievable, the lads, you know what I mean? What can I say?
You enjoyed the day? Do you remember the day?
I do remember it, like, I didn't, when Eric scored, I didn't realise there was 4 minutes left, but, you know, it was brilliant, unbelievable day. Right, Mum? Dad?
Has this past season changed your life at all? I mean, being an established player now at a club like this?
It has changed it a bit, you know, people recognise you a bit more, but it's not changed the way I am. You know, it won't do that, because my dad would have something to say if it did. But, yeah, it does change your life a bit, but, you know, yourself, it won't.